I say, what's up, y'all? Now, what's it gonna be? Now, who's on the stream with Shinfitz? What's going on, everybody? We're back playing some MK. I wanted to record some clips, and I figured, why not just jump on stream while I record some clips tonight? How's everybody doing? They just dropped late, not late last night, but last night during the Game Awards. We got to see a sneak peek of the Street Fighter movie. And man, let me tell you, among among friends of mine and I, it has been a point of contention. It is there's not a it doesn't feel like everybody's on the same page when it comes to this Street Fighter movie. Titans are back. Cool. MK1 is buns now. Low key. I mean, I still think it's cool. You know what's interesting, though, is that apparently Ed Boon is talking about doing another patch for Mortal Kombat 1. And this might be something, I don't know if I want to do a video on this or a short on this, but the patch either is going to be absolutely rubbish, it's going to be absolutely useless, or it's going to be one of the most exciting things that has ever happened to the game. And the game is dead, so you might as well do something exciting. Street Fighter. I killed Bison and Akuma, and I'm not impressed. You're not impressed. You know what? I'll go ahead and put what I think about Street Fighter out there. I think it looks kind of cool. I think it looks fun. It's not taking itself seriously. And I think that's probably the right way to go with a franchise like Street Fighter, because the story is so goofy. Everything is so goofy with Street Fighter, so you might as well just lean into it and let it just just let it be silly. And it looks like that's what they're doing. They're making it really silly, and I'm kind of glad they're going that route. So the movie looks like it's fun. It looks like I'm gonna laugh a lot during the Street Fighter movie, so I'm really excited for that. Street Fighter is inferior to Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball, and Super Smash Brothers. No, that's that's a childish way to look at it. It's inferior. No, certain franchises are for different people. Some people might. It's chocolate and vanilla. You might not like vanilla. Maybe you like chocolate, but that doesn't mean chocolate or vanilla is inferior to chocolate, or vice versa. Did you see Junie's his diss track? I did see his diss track. What's going on, support? How you doing this evening? Talk about Tomb Raider, bro. I mean, this is a fighting game channel, but so I mean, I actually did not watch the clips about Tomb Raider. It's funny, when the Game Awards was on, I was actually at an arcade, oddly enough. Well, that's my opinion. I don't know if being inferior is an opinion. I don't know if that's a subjective thing. Something is inferior or it isn't. Like a 1980s car is inferior to a 2026 car. That's not a matter of opinion. Chocolate is just trash. Oh my gosh, this man. You know what? Secret, I realize this. You don't love yourself. That's what that is. That's what the issue is. But you know what? From what I saw, I only saw a still picture of Tomb Raider, and it looked pretty cool. But I did not watch the clip for Tomb Raider, so can't really give my opinion on that. Don't lecture me like it's English class. Well, clearly you don't know these things, so you gotta learn somehow. Clearly you're not paying attention in English class, so Shinfitz has to let you know what's going on. Can't have you out here talking garbage to other people, saying inferior is an opinion. Alright, so I want to record. What are we getting here? I need oh shoot. I think, man, you know what? Looking at these, I'd have to do the whole story. Actually, I need to record the whole story eventually. I'm not going to start that tonight, but going through this, man, the story for this game, especially the first 2/3 of the story, was pretty good. Like it has a lot of interesting stuff. I don't really like refined sugar like that. Oh, that's actually very good. That's very good for you. But there's a few exceptions. Okay, I got you. Yeah, refined sugar, you got to stay away from that. That's slow poison, basically. So good on you. I think this is... Okay. Reigns? What do you mean by reigns, Shao? You mean Roman Reigns? Okay, I think this might be the clip I'm looking for. Let me take a quick break and then we'll see if this is it. In 1 second. Oh shoot, I messed up. Okay, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, ready.
Felled by a simple farmer. I am ready for my next opponent, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
Patience, young man. We are adjourned until first light. I hope to see you all at this evening's banquet.
I'm sorry, you're 10,000 years old? Oh, talk about aging gracefully.
What do you see in him?
He is a hero, Raven, though he may not yet know it. Do you recognize everyone here?
Most, yes. From your descriptions. Except for him.
That is Rain, the High Mage of Outworld. Not his given name, but one earned due to his mastery of water magic.
Are you unwell, Princess?
I'm fine, Tanya.
I know I'm to fight Melina, but will I also face Tanya?
By tradition, you should not. If you did, you would be tested.
Why?
Umgadi, like Tanya, are warrior priestesses, selected from the firstborn daughters of Outworld. From infancy, they are trained to defend the royal family.
Outworld must see much conflict if the Empress needs such protection.
Its past has been difficult, though the last 1,000 years of Empress Sindel's reign have been a true golden age. The memories of that strife still linger.
My husband Jared believed that the future of our realms lay together. Let us move forward in open dialogue, letting no secrets tear our bonds asunder.
Your Majesty, it's an honor to be here and to meet your people. I can already see there's more that joins us than divides us.
Our peoples could not be more different, champion.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Earthrealmers are devoid of all...
That's enough, General.
What are we doing, Royal? Well, I was talking about what happened at the Game Awards as far as the Street Fighter movie that was shown, and I also want to talk about the Mortal Kombat movie. But also at the same time, I wanted to record some clips from Mortal Kombat 1. So that's all we're doing right now. This game got snubbed. What do you mean by that? You mean at the Game Awards it got snubbed? Support? What do you mean by that? You are Yamcha. Yeah, don't mind Secret. He's not talking to anybody.
Sorcerer's prophecy. He warns that Liu Kang will conquer Outworld.
And his predictions are usually impeccable. But I've no proof of Liu Kang's ill intent. His interventions have kept Outworld at peace for centuries.
He herds us into compromises. Shackles our independence. If we could meet our enemies in battle, we'll take...
You would consign us to endless war.
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
If I see evidence of the prophecy's accuracy, we will act. But only then, and only at my command. Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort, not the first?
He did, Your Majesty.
Do not forget that, General. Come.
You asked to see us?
I saw what happened this evening.
There was nothing. It was something I ate.
Was it? I can't chance it, can I? If you fight tomorrow, the symptoms of your disease could manifest. Kitana will take your place.
What? There are already whispers she should replace me as your heir. This will make them screams!
Your illness is your fault. Why you left the palace that night unattended is still beyond me.
I just needed time alone, away from all this. I never thought that...
That's your problem, Melina. You never think.
A mother is only...
Okay, I think the part I need is coming up soon. But in the meantime, yeah, I wanted to talk about the movies. It really feels like Mortal Kombat is taking a more serious tone with their movie, whereas Street Fighter is taking a much more silly tone. And... oh, shoot, I think this might be it. Oh, shoot.
Surprise, Raiden. Among others, you have defeated Kotal, Motaro, and Shiva. Only 2 fights remain. Are you ready, Earthrealmer?
I am, Your Majesty.
Then next, you face my daughter, Kitana.
Your Majesty, this is unprecedented. Raiden's next opponent should be your heir.
Melina is unavailable. She's away on pressing Imperial business.
But I have not prepared him to battle Kitana.
He's already demonstrated great skill. Can he not improvise?
Do not worry. I can do this.
Very well.
I will be no easier to fight than my sister, Earthrealmer.
I suffer under no such delusion, Your Highness.
I will win this fight. For her, my Empress, and all of Outworld.
Fight!
Shoot, I guess I have to beat her to get the clip that I want. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Jeez Louise. I don't know how to use this guy. Unbelievable. Jeez Louise. You're getting beat up. Yep, I am getting beat up. Okay, that's a move. I think he has... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Oh, yeah, I don't know any combos with this guy. Okay. Okay, we do Raw Superman. Okay, all right. We got a win in here.
Fight.
You fight well, Princess.
As do you, Earthrealmer. Surprisingly so.
I hope we meet again. Under different circumstances.
It's time for the final match. It's a testament to your abilities that you've made it thus far. But now you must face General Shao. Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains. Defender of the Navala Coast. As has his family for generations, General Shao defends us with zeal and tenacity. All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
That's a notable list of accomplishments, General.
It is a mere fraction of them. A full recitation would take days.
Fight!
Alright, I got the clip that I wanted. Very nice. So we can go to chapter select. So I'm actually Super Reiko. So I'm doing a video about my favorite callbacks from Mortal Kombat. That Mortal Kombat 1 has done, like when they reference previous games. So, did you guys catch what the reference was that we just saw right now? And while you're thinking about that, if you are, let me see if I can get the next reference that I want to record. Lost like a punk? What are you talking about, Chow? Okay, where is it? I think it's after all. Yeah, it's after the story takes a turn for the worst. Don't worry about what I did with Bradford. Just realize that from now on, the first time any of you say anything to Bradford, consequences will happen. And then the first time Bradford says anything to either of you, consequences will happen. He's cutting up in the chat. Well, do not reference him, or the same is going to be done to you guys. I expect nothing from a disappointment who fails my name. What? Oh, you mean because Shao got beat up? Okay. Oh, he lost like a punk. Yeah, he was fighting Raiden. Okay, I think this might be it. I forget where it is exactly. Hidden combatant. Broly. What's going on, hidden combatant? Why we gotta suffer? We didn't do anything. All I'm saying is, if you mention him, then something is gonna happen. Just don't mention him, and you're good. I shall send him to my arena. Okay, let me see if this is it. Oh no, this isn't it. I love how she just has this syringe. Okay, this
and use it to obliterate my doppelganger.
oh man, it actually might be what I need or what I want. Okay. Okay, we just gotta sit through. We gotta sit through a little bit of this. Hidden combatant, you dare challenge? Oh yeah, we got hidden combatant and secret combatant in here. He's just mad I conquered his realm.
Mother, you can't go.
Man, hidden combatant, if you have MKX, you guys should play each other.
At least we had a few hours more.
Yeah, man, the hidden combatant should fight the secret combatant under the light of La Luna.
You are now Empress.
Jeez, ugh.
Rule well.
I will, Mother.
I really wish that the model that they used for the evil Sindel was the same model from MK11. That would have been cool. I have MKX on PC and Xbox. Oh shoot, secret. I think you guys should fight each other.
Father, what did you
You
do?
skipped general buffs. Yes, that's not the clip I was looking for today, Shao.
She is safe.
But
Everyone, we must withdraw.
the reference that I'm looking for is something that Shao says. I just don't know how soon it comes up. Finally a combatant who speaks my language. Also, my PFP is UI Yamcha. Something secret has babbling on about. Are you sure that you're... Is this just secret with a different handle?
We follow them. They will lead us to it.
Meet me under the pit.
But we cannot strike until
I will not order Shang Tsung to get me a PS5.
Bihan has corrupted them totally. When this crisis ends, we will deal with that one.
This is but the opening battle in a longer war. Titan Shang Tsung has prepared his entire timeline.
I don't know this man. Okay, it just seems so similar. But man, you guys should play MKX.
Creating two timelines. But how do we know that it wasn't torn further?
Ugh, I hate this idea.
Can't there be more?
No.
Why the thought experiment, sorcerer?
You said we lack strength. We might find it in other timelines.
I feel like this is where it just started to jump the shark for me.
Build an overwhelming force.
If they exist, we have no proof that
Like
they
I was
do.
okay with the two timelines if it's Shang Tsung and Liu Kang from what we saw in MK11, but anything
If Liu Kang is
further,
right, the battle in front of us is
I'm
already
not feeling
lost.
it.
This may be our only hope.
Geras, your thoughts?
It is possible. But as I am only the Hourglass's steward, such a search is beyond me. It can only be undertaken by the Keeper of Time.
Shinfitz, yes, what's going on, hidden combatant?
You may be able to regain it.
What? How do you mean?
When you gave up control of the
Yes, what's going on, hidden combatant? MK1 story wouldn't been better, or probably top tier if they kept it just two timelines, Liu Kang and Titan Shang. The multiverse ruined it, as a whole, making every game and future pointless no more. So you know what? I don't 100% agree with that. I don't like the idea of the multiverse, but the multiverse did not ruin it. You just got pranked. Yeah, of course I knew it was. I had a feeling that it was you.
Thank you, Gareth. You have saved
The
us
story
with your
never
wisdom.
made sense.
Now,
I don't know if I
have
would
you
say
stolen my
that.
power? We must retrieve it.
It is at the Fire Temple, stored in the Jade
So the
Jaguar
thing is,
given to you by the great Kung Lao.
multiverse. It's not like the idea of a multiverse is bad. Oh wait, this might be it.
Yes, Gareth.
Liu Kang has proven more resilient than anticipated. He and his comrades have escaped the fortress.
Forget the others. Find Liu Kang. He alone threatens my plans.
You could have picked no better vessel to store my power, Gareth. I have always treasured the great Kung Lao's gift. It reminds me of his meticulous nature and his generous heart.
Once we retrieve the Jade Jaguar, we will proceed to the Hourglass. There, we will transfer the temporal power stored within it to you.
It now occurs to me that all along, you have had unfettered access to the power stored within. You could have taken it, become Keeper of Time, but chose not to. Why?
Because I have faith in your vision for this new era. I am content to be its guardian.
Thank you, Gareth.
Now, this process you propose, you are sure it will restore my power?
As sure as I can be of one that has been neither tried nor tested. But even if successful, it is not guaranteed that you will find any other timelines or allies. They may not exist.
I pray this is not a fool's errand. I hate leaving the others behind.
Your champions will bolster their strength against the Dragon Army. It is sure to be the mother of all battles.
May the Elder Gods protect them.
My ex was so wrong. The 30K I spent on this seems like a steal right now.
This magic is incredible.
Not magic, your loveliness. Technology.
Either way, it's clear what must happen next. The gateways and the Dragon Army have to be destroyed. Scorpion, have you a plan?
We must divide our forces. You, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi will use your magic to attack the portals. As you do, Kenshi and Jared will grind down the Dragon Army. The rest of us will attack our dark doubles. If they're defeated, it will hopefully throw the Dragon Warriors into disarray.
An astute strategy.
Truly, I could not have devised a better one.
Enough with the empty flattery. If you want our trust, Give us actions, not words.
It is time. Our venom will spread. It will be the end of all things. Armageddon.
Okay, did you guys catch the reference that just happened right there? Shang Tsung, even when you're trying to be good, you suck at it. Does he suck at it? Secret people got nothing better to do, it seems. How dare he steal my line? I mean, it is his line, actually. This is a reference to, at least it seems like it's a reference to Deception, with them doing the triple blast. And I think they also do a reference to Deception in Mortal Kombat 11 when Nightwolf, Fujin, and Shang Tsung fight Geras. My venom spreads. It is the end of all things. Armageddon. Yes, but where was that line spoken first? You know what? I anticipated that you would get that, Shao, but do you know where that line was spoken? Okay, chapter select. That version of Shao is not general. He's supposed to be the Shao Kahn we know, but a Titan. They should have made him look like the OG version. Yes, this is a Titan version of Shao, but it might not be the Shao that we knew from previous games. It just might be a different version of Shao that became a Titan. I don't know. Well, technically, I guess it should be the Shao from MK11 that became a Titan, right? Very strange. I don't know. As an ex-anime fan, I would have preferred another anime Street Fighter film. Oh, really? Is that B. Ryan C? I kind of see where you're going with that. I think that's the best way to really be able to take anything seriously is if it is a animated movie. But if they want to be accurate to the games as far as how they look and have it be live action, I don't think you can take it seriously. I think it has to be something silly, which is why I think they're leaning into that. But yeah, I would totally dig an anime movie of Street Fighter. B. Ryan. You think you know everything. That's so annoying. Mike, why are you... Mike, if you are who I think you are, Mike, you better stop. Do you remember when I tricked Shinfitz? Sir, it's recorded. I even said, aren't you secret? Okay, let me think here. What is another callback that I wanted to get? I think for this game that might be it. I don't want anything beyond this point, I don't think. Indeed, SG, he's a disappointment. Look, just don't look, I don't want anybody to mock anybody else in the chat. Just don't do it. That's not the vibe I'm trying to go for in the chat. Damn, you know it's bad when Shao Kahn is stepping in. Agreed. You know a line was crossed when even Shao was like, all right, chill, you guys. Beat and switch. Man, what am I... There's another one that I really liked, but I can't remember where it is. Man, I did not dig these things. So here's my take on the whole multiverse thing. So I've seen a lot of arguments online saying that I don't want to say arguments, but the stance. I've seen a lot of stances that the multiverse trivializes the kills, but the thing is, so Mortal Kombat kind of wrote themselves into a corner, right? They want to be able to have, so either you have a story where nobody dies, right? Because because if they want to make it feel like anybody can die, but certain people are just off limits, like Scorpion is off limits, you're never going to have him die, or Sub-Zero is off limits. It's only going to be like jabronis that won't show up in every game. Like if they bring Kira, then you know Kira's going to die, or something like that. So if they want to keep it, if they want to keep the element of intrigue in there where it feels like anyone can die, then they can't do that, because if they kill someone like Scorpion, then people are gonna revolt. People are gonna be upset, right? Or you can have a story where nobody dies, right? There is no multiverse and nobody dies. But then, I mean, do we really want that kind of story? So I think their remedy to that is we can do the multiverse characters where you can kill them. You can show that these characters are lethal, but at the same time, we can keep characters to appear in sequels. So, I mean, what I would like to know is, and then also, a lot of people I've seen online don't want the story to keep rebooting itself. So how do you satisfy all those things? How do you satisfy no longer rebooting things? How do you satisfy not killing like if a fan favorite dies, but you want them to return in the other game, in the next game? How do you do that? As well as having the characters be lethal and be able to kill. They might reboot again for the 4th time. Well, it will absolutely reboot again because this is the new era. It's not going to stay like this forever, right? I think that they're going to do like maybe 3 games within this storyline, within the new era, and then go back to the original timeline somehow. So we know that it's going to reboot, but within this trilogy of games, right? Let's say they killed, I don't know, let's say they I mean, I guess Sub-Zero kind of died, but not really. But let's say they kill Johnny Cage like game 2, or they kill Kitana game 2. Are we just okay with no Kitana in game 3? We know that the internet would blow up, and they'll be like, you have to have certain characters in every game. So what you could do is just not kill any favorite characters, right? But then that's completely obvious, and then that story's not good either. Where it's just like, okay, if I know that there's a throwaway character, I know, oh, Su Hao's coming back. We know he's gonna die, and Johnny Cage won't die, right? So you can do that kind of story where just the main characters never die, but everyone else does. Or you can do nobody dies. Or you can do the, you know what I mean? You could, I think they tried to fix it with the multiverse, but everyone who I've asked this about, when I'm like, okay, what is your answer then? How would you satisfy all of these wants? They never have an answer. They just want to complain that, oh, the multiverse sucks. Okay, fine, the multiverse sucks. How would you write it then? And normally people don't have an answer for that. They rebooted 3 times already in the course of 14 years. Yeah, I mean, 14 years is a long time. And you got to think of it like it's similar to the comic industry. I don't know how into comics you guys are, but if you ever notice, comics will go to they'll have like a number 1. They'll have like Spider-Man number 1. And you're like, how is it number 1? Spider-Man has been going on forever. Well, in comics, every so often they reboot the storylines. They reboot the universe. And the reason why, and they have extensive data on this, is because once a story gets too big, once a story gets too long, there's this thing that happens where only the people who have been there for a long time continue with the story. But it's difficult to get new people into the story because they feel like they have to do so much homework. They have to go back and experience the whole story to be able to understand what's going on. And in doing that, instead of doing the homework, most people, not all people, but most people just won't get into that story. They're just like, I'm not going to buy that comic. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to get into something that is more new or has less issues, and is easier to get into. So instead, what they do is, in comic books, they reboot the universe. So it's like, okay, we're starting at here's Spider-Man number 1. For those of you who are new, you can jump on board here at Spider-Man 1. You don't have to read 16 years of comics to understand what's going on. So that is what Mortal Kombat is doing. Now, people can complain all they want. Oh my gosh, they're rebooting. But it's a necessary evil. If the game is going, if you want a story that continues, it can't continue for just years and years and years, because it's more difficult to get newer players into the game. Indeed, they all suck. What sucks? Shao. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Do the original timeline, but make it accurate, not MK9. Remember 11 years ago when the trailer for MKX came out? I do remember. Shao says, do the original timeline, but make it accurate, not MK9. But so then you just want the same story, like just the exact same story being told again? I was like, imagine if a company, or imagine if Sony is like, okay, we're gonna put out Spider-Man, but it's gonna be the exact same Spider-Man from Tobey Maguire. Like, it's gonna be scene for scene the exact same movie. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Support says they should have just focused on Liu Kang's new era the whole time. If they were going to do Titan Shang reveal, should have been saved for a final game. Perhaps. I'm hoping that they have a better things in their pocket saved for the final game. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be Onaga or I don't know. I don't know, but I'm hoping that they have something planned for that final game reveal. I don't know. Who knows? No, Secret explain. Oh, a company that works for me. What are you talking about? MCU Ultron sucks? Okay. If you say so. No, Mortal, the original timeline was never shown in cutscenes form. And again, MK9 is an inaccurate retelling. Okay, but MK9 is not supposed to be a retelling. MK9 is different on purpose. But even, okay, so we haven't seen the original timeline in cutscenes, but it's still the same exact story. So there is no surprises. It's just you know what's going to happen. It's a terrible idea. Let's just do the story that everyone knows over again. And then you know what's going to happen, Shao, when that happens. So if they do the original story, but they do it all in cutscenes where we can see certain things that we weren't able to see in the original story because they weren't cutscenes, what's going to happen is they're going to do something that you're not going to like, right? You're going to say, not you in particular, but just the fans. Something is going to happen and then you're going to say like, oh, that's not really what happened. The original story is the real story. This story isn't the real story. So like if let's say they redo the original timeline, right? But they do it accurate to what the original 3 games are. But then, for example, you find out that Shao Kahn couldn't just snap his fingers and take everyone's soul. Let's say he had to do a whole big ritual and he needed other people to help him do that. Right? If they do that, then you're going to be like, "Oh, no, that's not right. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this." And then people are just going to be upset anyway. You only need one proper retelling. There is no proper retelling because the thing is there's a lot of gaps in the story. There's a lot like it in the story of the original games, it's just text and they tell you what happened, but you don't see how it actually happens. You only are told about the result of what happened. So when you see what actually happens, it might not be something you like. And then if it's something you don't like, you're just going to say, "Oh, I don't like this. This isn't how it's supposed to be. It's not accurate." MK9 shows us things that happened that were mentioned in old timelines, but was never seen, like how Cabal became Cabal. Right. Or just like what I'm saying with Shao, when in MK9 they show Shao Kahn trying to create a soulnado that would steal every soul on Earth. But Shao Kahn himself didn't do it. Shao Kahn had to complete a ritual which Quan Chi needed to assist in doing. But fans like Shao are going to say, "Oh, that's not how it's supposed to be." Even though we never see how he did it in the original timeline. If I write it, it would be perfect. I doubt that. I doubt that. But like I say to everyone who I have this conversation with, if you really think it's that good, then write it. Write it and put it on the internet. Maybe someone that is linked with the linked to NRS will see it. And if it's as good as you say it will be, maybe they contact you. That's how Justin Bieber got discovered. He was just singing online. He put a song on YouTube, and I think like Usher found it or something like that, and they reached out to him. So you never know what could happen. But if you really think you have the answer, and if you really think that you can do it right, then do it. Write it. But write the whole thing. So write it as if you're writing a screenplay. You have to write what is happening. You write the dialogue. You write what people are doing, where they are in frame. This person does this. This person does that. This person raises their hand. This person sits down. Write the whole thing. But something tells me you're not going to write the whole thing because you don't actually want to do the work. You just want to say you know how it should be. As the text stated, I stripped the earth of all human life. No soulnado. I just absorbed the souls. See, that's exactly my point. It just says the result of what happened, but it did not say how he did it. So when you see how he does it, it's going to be something that you're unhappy with. So instead of going through all of that and just having you be unhappy anyway, they might as well just tell a new story. I can tell you how I did it. You can't say how you did it because it doesn't say how he did it. I'm still working on my retelling. Okay, well, you work on it, and when it's done, put it online, and I will read through it. We'll read the whole thing on stream. We'll read the entire thing, but actually write it. Stop talking about it and do something about it. Okay, let me see if I can. Shoot. What is the other callback? I know it wasn't the dragon. We know that there is the dragon from Armageddon. In here, they make a reference to Armageddon. But what else is there? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank here. Obviously, they mentioned the Kamidogu. That's a reference to deception. Obviously, they mention the Deadly Alliance. That's obviously a reference to Deadly Alliance. Shao says, I simply stepped out of the balcony and said, your souls are mine, and then stole the souls. No, because you can't show any proof that that was how it happened. There's no text, there's no images, there's no anything that said that's the way it happened. But that's the way you want it to happen. So if it doesn't happen the way that you want it to happen, then it's upset, which is a cool thing about how the stories were in the previous games, is they only showed you the result and then your mind filled in the blanks on how that happened. So everyone kind of had their own rendition of how the story goes. But no, that's just a rendition in your own mind, Shao. That is not actually what happened in the story. You cannot actually prove that, yes, this is how it was done. You do realize that in MK9, the Soulnado was only in MK9 to prevent to soul steal. What? No, it wasn't. In MK9, I did it, Mortal. No, well, show me the proof then. If that's how you did it, show me the scene or show me the clip or show me the text that says that's exactly how Shao Kahn did it. But until you can do that, which you can't, I know you can't because it doesn't exist. But until you can show proof, then you can't say anything. No, if you rewatch the story of Mortal Kombat 9, you will see that Raiden has a vision of the Soulnado. And then he says that there's going to be a Soulnado on Earth. It's the biggest thing. It's the biggest Soulnado he's ever seen. It's like, what did he say? Like, it's on a level unimaginable, and it's going to take all of Earthrealm souls. So the Soulnado was created to steal the souls from Earthrealm. So no, it wasn't created to prevent anything. It was created to steal the souls in Earthrealm. And not only that, but when you play the original games, if you play Mortal Kombat 3 or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 or Mortal Kombat Trilogy, when you're on the stage, the Soul Chamber, there is a Soulnado in the background within that mouth, it looks like. So in the original Midway games, there was a Soulnado, and MK9 confirms that the Soulnado is created to steal the souls in Earthrealm. So you can say all you want about how it was done, but we don't. The fact of the matter is, we don't know how Shao Kahn did it. And if Midway did what you want them to do, see, here's the thing. Quit wanting what you don't want. You want them to retell the original games, but you'd want them to do it exactly the way you envision. But the thing is, what's going to happen is it's something that you don't want. You want them to do something that you don't want. Because I guarantee you, when they show everything, there's going to be certain things that you're not going to be happy with. You're going to be like, oh no, that's not how it was done. Even though the writers would know better than you. As I explained, MK9 is inaccurate retelling of MK9 is not a retelling of MK1 through 3. I already know that. MK9 is a rendition of the story where changes are made. So it's not a retelling. It's just certain events are similar. So I get that. But what I'm trying to say is, there is a Soulnado in MK9. There is a Soulnado in MK3. And what I'm saying is, we don't know how Shao Kahn took the souls in MK3. By the logic of what you say, Shinfitz, then how do we know Onaga is Outworld's true emperor? And he didn't steal it from someone prior to Shao Kahn taking it from him. We don't know that. The only thing we know is that Onaga predates Shao. We just know that Onaga was the emperor before Shao Kahn. That's it. We don't know that he's the original emperor. Hey, Shao Kahn. Hey, Shinfitz gang. What's going on, Lucas? How you doing this evening? I guess this morning for you, or this late night for you? I always forget what the time difference is, but what's going on? Shao Kahn says, to explain, yes, I use a Soulnado for the Soul Chamber. Right, but the thing is, we don't know what that Soulnado was for. Maybe that was the Soulnado that stole all the souls in Earthrealm in MK3. We don't know. It's left ambiguous for you to fill in the blanks. But to say that you know how it happened is untrue, because nobody knows. Only probably John Tobias would be able to say. But as far as the game itself goes, it does not it does not detail how some of those events go. This morning, 7 a.m. I'm well. How are you? Doing well, man. 7 a.m. on Saturday. You're already in the weekend. I'm jealous. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Lucas, did you see the Street Fighter teaser trailer? The teaser from the Game Awards? And if so, What did you think about the teaser? The Soulnado is in MK2, as is the Soul Chamber. So the Soulnado is in MK2. Which stage in MK2 has a Soulnado? I think Shao is making stuff up now. I saw the Street Fighter teaser. Trash. A lot of my friends said it was trash too. I actually like it. I thought it was better than the alternative. Shao Kahn says, I agree, Mortal. No. Don't agree with him. Let me know what stage in Mortal Kombat 2 has a Soulnado. That's what I want to know. Which stage is this that has a Soulnado? Soul Chamber? Was there a Soul Chamber in MK2? Am I tripping? Hold on. Because from my memory, the Soul Chamber was a stage in Mortal Kombat 3, not Mortal Kombat 2. But, you know what? I could be mistaken, so let's double check. The Soul Chamber is a location within Shao Kahn's fortress in Outworld. Location. Okay, the games at the Soul Chamber is it. Oh. You know what? You're not going to believe me, so let me actually show it. Deceptive teaser, all snippets of action sequences. I bet you the dialogue is trash. Looks very campy. It does look campy, and that's actually why I like it. I like that it's campy. I think that them trying to do a serious movie that looks accurate to Street Fighter might be a mistake. So I think leaning into the campiness of it, I think is a good move, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I know a lot of people want like a serious Street Fighter movie, but I think that this works. Okay. Check it out. I don't know if you could see that. Soul Chamber. See that right there? Soul Chamber. It says what games the Soul Chamber is in. Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat Gold, Armageddon, Mortal Kombat 9, and Mortal Kombat 11. So, secret, if this is correct, there is no Soul Chamber stage in Mortal Kombat 2. So, no. Soul Chambers in MK Gold as well. Yes. Yeah, and that is on the list. It mentions it in Mortal Kombat Gold. 50 Cent as Balrog. Yep. 50 Cent as... Listen, 50 Cent is all about the club. Okay? And... and Balrog's stage is Las Vegas. It's a hand just fits right into the glove. Like, it just fits. Lucas said, did you hear Street Fighter cast called out Mortal Kombat cast at the Game Awards? The box office will settle this. To be fair, I did see that, Lucas. To be fair, it wasn't the Street Fighter cast that did it. It was, what is that punk's name who's playing Dan? It was just him who called them out. But yeah, I did see that. I thought that was, there was a little bit of a blow up on Twitter too, where some of the Mortal Kombat actors responded to him. So that was funny. Mike says Wiki is not accurate. It is fan made. I mean, okay, but I don't. Is there? Can you? There is no Soul Chamber stage in Mortal Kombat 2. So what stage in Mortal Kombat 2 has a Soulnado? If it's not accurate and you don't believe it, fine. but show me the Mortal Kombat 2 stage that has a Soulnado. Shao says, I could have sworn I saw it in MK2. You are mistaken. You are mistaken. Let's do this. We're gonna look up the all the stages in Mortal Kombat 2. Since the wiki is not good enough. You might be confusing it with the Living Forest, Shao. MK2 stages and bosses. Okay, so again, this is something made by someone. It is because there is no official, I can't think of an official thing from Midway or NRS stating every stage for each game. But so check it out. The combat zones. We got the armory, we got the Deadpool, we got the Living Forest, we got the Pit 2, we got the Portal, the Combat Tomb, which I thought, oh no, the armory is different from Combat Tomb. Okay, Combat Tomb, we got the Tower, dope stage with the flying Shadow Priest in the background. We got the Wasteland, we got Goro's Lair, and we got Khan's Arena. That sounds about right. That's everything in Mortal Kombat 2. That's all the stages in Mortal Kombat 2. There is no Soulnado stage in that game. Which means, so, because the Soulnado shows up in Mortal Kombat 3, the same game where he takes everyone's souls, and in MK9, they clarify that the Soulnados are used to steal souls. It's more than likely that's the case. It wasn't that Shao Kahn went out on his balcony and snapped his fingers. And you know what? Maybe he did do that. Maybe he did just take all the souls on his own. Maybe he just put his fist in the air and stole everyone's souls. Maybe. But the thing is, nobody knows. You can't know for certain how it was done because the story does not tell you. Mike says, website is fake. No, it is a real website. It's not like, what do you mean by fake? The website does exist. So what are you talking about? I'll admit it. I am mistaken, Mortal. Okay, that is very big of you, Shao. And I commend you for being able to say that. Not many people can admit something like that, so kudos to you. But in any case, that's all that I was trying to say. So anyway, like I was saying, how do you satisfy all those things? How do you satisfy being able to show that the characters are lethal by having them kill people? How do you satisfy making it feel like anybody can die? How do you satisfy also making sure fan favorites get to the next game? How can you do all those things? And the thing is, you can't really do all those things unless there's some way to write it. I mean, I'm not a writer, so it's unfair for me to say there's no way to do it. There's no way that I can see to do those things. Shao says, unlike NRS, I'm not a baby. Jeez. In all timelines, Raiden wears a farmer's hat. Indeed. You know, I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about what happens in every timeline because I kind of have a series on that online. I don't know how many of my videos you guys watch, but I have like there's a video I did that is Kuai Liang gets scarred in every timeline. I did Cyrax leaves the Lin Kuei in every timeline. And I think I did another one. I don't recall. But I was also thinking about that. What other events happen in every timeline? I am assuming that's what was done in MK3 based off text. Right. You know what? And that is an extremely acceptable response. You're assuming that's what happens based off of the text. And that's a fair assumption. But once you say that's not how it happens, this is definitely how it happens, that's where you lose me. But if you're saying, you know what, that's my assumption based on what I read, okay, I can dig that. I can absolutely get on board with that. Raiden has a terrible way of dressing. Jeez Louise. I don't know, man. Raiden looks kind of dope to me. Raiden looks kind of cool. I once destroyed his hat for fun. You know what? Raiden is... I say he's terrible when he does not have the hat on. Have you seen Annihilation? Ugh. Awful. That's when Raiden looks his worst. Like after he gives up his immortality. Oh, yeah. What were they thinking? Those brown pants? I was like, who is this? Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Man. Support says, seeing as the only time we see in Mortal Kombat 1 that Raiden has a farmer's hat has because he was a farmer. Makes me think it's the same in the old timeline as well. We really don't know his or Fujin's past. That's a good point. Maybe he was a farmer and then that's just like something to remind him of his humanity. Who knows? Or his past humanity, I should say. Remember, mortal, I am him. I have been reading the official MK comics from the 90s. Curious as to why Mortal Kombat 3 did not get one. I think it was just a sales thing. I remember when those things were new and it was really difficult to find them. Like not every comic shop had them because, well, I can't say why, but it's my guess that store owners didn't know if it would sell. Or maybe they heard that other comic stores couldn't sell out their Mortal Kombat comics. It would, like, at least in my area, it was a rare find to find those Mortal Kombat Malibu comics. So, I don't know. I know the original comic, like, how did you have to get it? I think you had to, like, mail in. You had to request it be sent to you, something like that. But yeah, they did not have a large distribution. So my guess is the sales didn't do well enough for them to continue with Mortal Kombat 3. He was never a farmer. Why do you say that, Shao? Why do you say Raiden was never a farmer? The Brotherhood. Man, do you guys have a favorite callback to this game? I'm just trying to remember what the callbacks were. I just may have to actually rewatch the story mode to see if I remember any that I liked. I wanted to do like maybe a top 5, but maybe I'll just do top 3 if that's the case. I remember many times both of us reporting to those worms, to the elder gods. They masquerade as dragons, but are mere toothless worms. You know, I will say this. That is a bar from Shao Kahn. That is such a dope line. They masquerade as dragons. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay. Support says, we really don't know that. Wait, hold on. Let me start over. Let me start over. We really don't know that. All we know in the old timeline is that Raiden and Fujin were gods. We don't know if they were given the powers or not. That's 100% true. secret support. We don't know the origin of their godhood. MK Mythology's bio implies that Raiden defeated Shinnok. He was called young. Yep, that's true. He is a hero, Raiden, though he may not yet know it. Yes, that I think that is my favorite callback, and I recorded that part. Where they're talking about Johnny, and then in MK9, Raiden does the same thing to Liu Kang. Yeah, I don't know why I like that so much. I'm thinking maybe, I mean, obviously that was kind of like foreshadowing to show how important Johnny Cage would become in the next game in MKX. So I'm guessing they're going to do something similar with Johnny Cage in whatever the next installment of Mortal Kombat is. But I really like how they just did that line again, but reversed. Instead of Raiden saying it to Liu Kang said it to Raiden. So Lucas, you hit the nail on the head. Yes, that's a dope callback. And I remember watching it. The first time I saw that in Mortal Kombat 1, I clocked it right away. Like, I instantly was like, "Hey, that's what that's what Raiden said," and I thought it was pretty cool. Shao said, "I had a traitor executed and falsely charged with Sindel's death to keep the illusion of her being assassinated rather than the truth. To be fair, me and Raiden are not nearly as old as the Elder Worms." I think that's probably true. As far as the traitor executed and falsely charged and all that stuff, that would be cool to see. That would be cool to see if Shao Kahn covered up the murder or if he was complicit in the murder so that he could resurrect her on Earth or on in a different realm to take another realm or whatever the case may be. So I agree that would be cool to see, but despite how cool it is to see, I don't think it's cool enough to warrant retelling the same story, in my opinion. Why haven't you been playing MK1 ranked of late? I challenge you. In other words, of secret. I mean, I haven't played ranked in a long time. I don't know if ranked is even still a thing in this game. Are people still on ranked? Let's see real quick. I'm going to we're coming up on an hour and a half. I'm probably gonna call it in a little bit and get out of here. But I'll play a couple games. I don't know if you're willing to play Lucas, but I'm gonna see if there's anybody on ranked. I don't think anyone is playing this game anymore, to be quite honest. Oh, actually, that reminds me. So you guys, I'm trying my best. Yes, ranked is still a thing. Okay, good to know. So you guys, listen to me. I'm trying my best to start a Mortal Kombat local. Look at that ping. Look at that ping. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I gotta decline. I'm trying my best to start a Mortal Kombat locals. I'm doing it at a barcade. So it is a bar. You gotta be over. You gotta be 21 or over to participate. And they got a lot of games. I mean, I want to do it specifically for Mortal Kombat. Jeez, look at this ping. And mainly because a lot of Mortal Kombat players don't attend locals. And I want to try to change that. I want to create a locals. I'm thinking that we get together, we play Mortal Kombat, and maybe to make it more casual, I'm thinking about also doing a trivia night on the nights of the locals. So Thursdays, I've been, I mean, I haven't done a great job at promoting it, but I've been trying to promote going to this arcade. It is in, well, I really hate putting information on the internet. I'll just say it's in California. If anybody is or knows someone who wants to play Mortal Kombat with other Mortal Kombat fans in California, they're at least 21 years of age or older, then definitely reach out to me or have them reach out to me and I can give them the details. But I'm really trying to do a locals, and what I want to do is record matches and record like the atmosphere of being around other people, having conversations, doing trivia night, playing games. And I already have some footage, and I'm probably gonna do like a video series called Building a Local or Starting a Local. I don't know, but that is my next project that I'm working on. Complicit Mortal. I loved her and didn't see her death coming. I mean, did Shao Kahn love? I mean, I think that's a great question too. Did Shao Kahn actually love Sindel, or did he just recognize the advantages of being with Sindel? You know what I mean? One way or another, I find it interesting. If he did actually love her, I find that fascinating. And if he was just using her for whatever reason, I find that fascinating as well. So, and I don't know which one it is. Again, the games don't really tell you. In MK11, they kind of lean into Shao Kahn actually having feelings for Sindel, but I don't know if that's him just putting on for her. MK1 is Dead is listed as among the lowest games during the Game Awards. Yeah, and I think this is why. The Legacy Collection is better. Yeah, I mean, if you could find a match, I feel like both games is difficult to find a match in, from what I've seen. I also told Katana Melina was under explicit orders, and for many millennia, I had her as a spy agent, an agent inside the Major Rebellion. Well, we know MK11 Shao loves Sindel for sure. They definitely made it seem that way. Wife, yeah. I would have if what did he say? If Quan Chi was here, I would string him by his feet and split him in two for all the time he stole from us. That man, yo, Shao Kahn knows how to woo a woman. I could have just altered her memories. Yeah, that's true. Oh, wow, okay. We got ping under 100. Oh, shoot. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Okay, I respect that break. Okay, if we're just gonna do that, then we're gonna get some hourglasses. Nope. Man, this guy plays like a punk. He just wants to step back and wait until he has Serena. Nope. Uh-huh. Jeez.
This ends here. Round 2. Fight.
All right. Oh. Okay. This man said, let me get some hype. He's just waiting for Serena. Just waiting for Serena. You can just see it coming. Oops. Oh. Really? Get off me. Oh, okay. I dig that. Uh-huh. They keep holding block. Serena? Nope. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh. I wanted the turret. Oh, jeez. I let that slip.
Are you ready for this?
Final round. Fight.
Okay. Serena. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Keep blocking low. Mm-hmm. Serena? No. Oh, wow. No. 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 No, we ain't rocking with that. Uh-huh. Oh! Oh, he gets the full combo. Oh, chill with that. Oh, I ducked at the last minute. Oh man, this might be it. Wow. You guys. Oh, and he's doing a fatality? Oh, this is funny though. MK Legends collection is way more lower in terms of online players. Only 60 people are active right now. Yeah, that's a shame. True, but making her love me out of brainwashing is not love. That's true. But maybe Shao loves her, but he'll do anything.
It will be great. I'll play a kickboxer, you a street fighter.
He'll do anything that he can to make sure that she's loyal to him. Wow. That jump in. Okay. Oh. What? Okay. All right. Ah. Does this kill? Woo.
Your time is nearly up. Round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
Oh, the 50-50. Get down. Okay. Ooh. Ah! Oh, the fact that he can convert into everything is so annoying. Jeez. I believe. Oh, come on.
Final round.
Oh,
Fight.
this is game point for him. What? Oh my god. Throw counter when I was ducking. That's ridiculous. Come on, that cross is up? Oh my gosh. This guy's uppercut is ridiculous. This is crazy. I'm about to lose this whole match. We got work to do. We got work to do. Come on, send her out. You know you want to. Oops. Oh! Oh my gosh! You guys! I did the stupid thing instead of a sweep! I can't believe I lost this guy. Ay, ay, ay. Did he win and then quit the match?
Animality. Johnny Cage wins.
Ay, ay, ay. I can't believe I lost to that guy. Your rust is showing. Oh man, you're right. I haven't played in a long time, but no excuses. I wasn't trying to give that as an excuse, but yes, the rust is real. We're gonna do one more game because I just feel like so many things were dropped on my behalf. I really played poorly. She wasn't just a trophy, Moro. She served a purpose, but she didn't like my actions. Maybe. I mean, we never really get Shao Kahn's perspective on how he feels about things. And I think that's by design, and I think that's the right way to go. As fascinating as it would be to know Shao Kahn's feelings about things, I don't want Shao Kahn humanized. I don't want him to be like, man, I love waking up next to Sindel every morning. I don't want to hear that from Shao Kahn. You know what I mean? Like, there's some things you can do to humanize him, like when it comes to his ambitions and stuff like that, but I don't want him humanized in that way. So I don't want to know if he actually loved Sindel or if he was using Sindel. You lost to Johnny. I did lose to Johnny, yes. You know what? It happens. Johnny Cage is one of the best characters in this game. And this man was just spamming that stupid Serena. Serena is here's my issue with Serena. They made a neutral tool in this game. She's essentially a projectile, but it's a projectile that starts a combo. I don't think there's been any, I can't remember any game. I don't think I've ever played a game where you can do a projectile and the projectile starts a combo. Like normally the projectile is like one hit and then we get back to neutral. But Serena, you get hit by that stupid knife thing that she throws. Say goodbye to a chunk of health. Some things are better left unsaid. I agree, Lucas. Some things don't have to be fully explored. Oh gosh, look at the ping. Actually, she never slept near me or was in the same room. How do you figure he loves her if they don't sleep in the same room? That's wild. They got separate beds. They got twin beds that are separate, or they got their own room. I told you I don't sleep. I am immortal. Okay, number one, Shao Kahn is not immortal. Number two, immortal is not the same thing as not sleeping. Like these things are not related. So for example, this is probably before your time, Shao, but in Highlander, which in Mortal Kombat 1, they actually make a Highlander reference. I mentioned that in one of my videos. But anyway, in Highlander is a story about immortals. And in that show, or in that story, immortals eat and immortals sleep. Even though they're technically not immortal either. They can die in a fight. They can only die through decapitation in Highlander. But anyway, here we go. In Highlander, they are quote unquote immortal and they still sleep. But again, Shao Kahn is not immortal because Shao Kahn does take part in the Mortal Kombat tournament. And you have to be mortal to do that. That guy you played is a scrub. I never used a projectile as a startup or fatal blow either. Yeah, I know he's a scrub. I should have beat him, but man, he did the damn thing. Raiden also doesn't sleep. You don't know that. Maybe when he goes into the Jinsei and he's just floating there, he's asleep in there. Like who are you to say that they don't do something?
Round one.
Okay, this is the last game and I'm gonna call it a night, you guys. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Oh, you blocked too soon. Oh, okay, I'd respect it. Okay, I'm feeling it. Overhead. Command grab. Neutral jump. Yep. Oh, I called all of that.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, you're just gonna give it to me? Okay. Oh no, what happened? I dropped it. Oh, the spin kick. Oh, you're just gonna give it to me again? Okay, but he breaks this time. Oh, too soon. Get on the ground. Oh no, I feel like I'm bullying this guy. Oh no, you don't have any breaker, sir. Oh man. Man, everything just worked that game. Okay. Let's see if we can do that again real quick.
Round one. Fight.
Neutral jump to start. Man, it's starting to lag. Ooh. Oh, the flawless block in between. Okay, I respect that. Oh, I forgot you can't block that. Chill with that. Oh. Okay. Okay, you just gotta give it to me. I'll take it. Ah. Okay, I respect that. Oh no.
Your time is nearly up. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Put him in the corner. Nicely done. Overhead. Uh-huh. Sweep. No. Oh, can we block? It's a low. Oh my gosh, I forgot it's a low. Oh. That should be a fatality. That looks disgusting. Get back. Oh. This man is going in hard. Oh.
Finish him.
I'm not gonna finish him.
Gearus wins.
That just went my way too much. What are you guys talking about here in the chat? I see. In Battle of the Realms, he expressed he's looking forward to sleep as it's something he has never done. Okay. I mean, that is a fair reference. However, that is that version of Raiden. I mean, we all know that Liu Kang can't grow into a giant and you know what I mean, do the stuff that Liu Kang did in Battle of the Realms. So I see that as a different timeline completely. But if you're talking about that version of Raiden, then okay, yeah, you got me. All Raiden did was sleep at MK9. What do you mean by that, Mortal? His visions. He was asleep behind the wheel. Check the scene in the cemetery where Kitana is talking to him. He's unresponsive. Oh yeah, that was in the church. That was so sad where she's like, Raiden, what do you think? Raiden? And then he goes, yes, that is best. And then they just continue the conversation. They're like, homeboy's not even there. He's the lights are on, but nobody's home. Which is just, but man, they really did a great job just showing Raiden's descent into madness, essentially, where he was just so fixated on defending Earthrealm, like keeping Earthrealm safe, and everywhere he turned just led to more and more peril. And he was just a man like, what do I need to do? Like, I don't know what I need to do. And I think they really did a good job of expressing that, illustrating that in MK9. So probably one thing that I really should do a video about this too. In MK9, I think that was the last game where they did where the storytelling was good. And what I mean by that is the story begins and ends with a quote unquote main character, which in MK9 I would say is Raiden. And the main character has an arc that they start one way and then they end a different way. The other Mortal Kombat games are not like that. Like, it feels like you don't end the game who you began with. And most, I don't want to say most characters, but who would be considered a main character does not really have a character arc. And I think that's what's really missing with the Mortal Kombat story. Not that, oh, it's a multiverse, or, oh, you gender swapped, whatever. Like, those things don't actually matter. What matters is how they're doing the storytelling. And that's why I think MK9 is revered. It's for a reason people, I think, are not really picking up on. And it's because it adheres to basic storytelling structure. I have made him mad before. I'm not mad at Sindel saying the following in MK11. At least we don't follow that fool Raiden. Then we would surely die. Yeah, they were like, when he was talking about, when Shang Tsung was talking about his followers, and then they were like, what fool would follow you? And Sindel were like, are we not following him now? At least we don't follow that fool, the Thunder God. Then we would surely die. And then you see Fujin and Nightwolf look at each other like, oh shoot, like did we make a mistake? But yeah, great stuff. I once sent an assassin to Earthrealm just to force Raiden to come to me. Anyway, guys, man, it's almost been 2 hours. That's long for me. I'm an old man, you guys. We fought in the void, and I proved my superiority. I'm not even gonna ask where you're getting that from. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that whole bag of worms. But instead, I'm just going to call it a night. I know it's early for you, Lucas. It's late for me. So I'm going to say thank you guys for hanging out. I always do appreciate it. There's always other things you guys can do with your time, so I appreciate when you spend some of it with me. Time is our most valuable asset. So thank you for spending some time with me here today. I'll just say today. I left her with the truth that he can't beat me. Okay. Anyway, you guys, thank you again so much. Have a great one. As always, don't get beat up out there. Sleep well. Thank you, Lucas. Have a great day. Have a fantastic weekend. And maybe I'll do this again in about 23 hours or so. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Lucas. Shao, have a great one. Lucas, you as well. And don't get beat up out there, you guys.